than me. You've got stuff to do.
Was that hard enough? You went harder, one harder work.
It's almost easier actually.
Yeah.
Fucking board on the shoulder.
See, that would kill me.
Yeah. I know. Same with carrying sticks of truss. I almost find it easier with one person sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm lucky pretty. I just go to my nose height normally, and it's pretty. Yeah, in the middle.
That'd work for me, but look at him. I don't even realise how big he is. He did be about 6'3" with his shoes.
Yeah, probably, yeah. With Gene Simmons boots.
Yeah. So once that's done, we'll send that back, and we better get you out of here.
Let's try.
I still need to know where that chain got broken so I can repair it. So think about it.
I think I had a lot of requests in that meeting, and we're both flying pretty blind. I reckon I said it, but I've also got the memory of it.
So that's the problem. There's so much going on for all of us.
And because day one isn't a rhythmical day, like Tuesday onwards for me are exactly the same days for 7 days.
John.
I just checked with the stewards. They want me to say Grand Champion Bull went to catalogue number 63, K5X satellite S166.
Yep.
Exhibited by SB Hayward and Kale Smith.
And they want you to do that for the whole,
Yes.
every single thing.
Yes.
They want us off there in 30 minutes. Check with Gary. Wow. Which steward told you that?
Well, I just spoke to, there was another gentleman standing with Alex. I can't remember his name. It wasn't Gary. So who was, so, yeah.
Was it Bill?
No.
That's right. Just double check with Gary and how he wants us to get out in half an hour.
Yeah. So talk quickly is the
I think so, yeah.
Only got just two ways.
Even just all of those syllables is hard enough.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And things like S166, do I say S100, S166, S166,
Someone in cattle.
S166?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you even have to say that?
Well, I did ask that and they said yes,
Yes.
say it, because it's the name.
There's no way we're getting off it. That's all right. I'll tell you what might end up happening though.
Yeah.
I might need a copy of that list because we might have to bang out one for one more quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. We need a printed copy.
Oh, I might put that in.
We need a printed copy.
Let me confirm that for you. Excuse me, guys.
That's okay.
No, not here at the moment.
What?
There she is, yeah.
Yeah, I can. Should I just yarn a bit?
They were picking them up for photos. No, Emmy's on her way.
Thank you. That's all right. We just want to run a line through all the duplicates. We just want to run a line quickly through all the duplicates so we're not wasting time double announcing, if possible. I haven't actually done it. Yes.
You'll be right, mate.
Oil shows
Yeah,
stress.
no stress on you.
No.
You just
I'm
flow
more
once you
stressed
start.
at Pittsworth.
Are you?
No, God no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we
goodness.
turn the page for you?
No, I'm all right. I'm going to try and do this. Thank you, sir. I'll tell you what, if I've literally just come off a 10-day, like, massive head cold, which it
Yeah,
probably is.
righto.
So I'm like, if I start
I'll get
coughing
you
and
a water.
spluttering,
You-
I've got
you-
one just
righto.
here. If you could just
Yeah.
push me
There
away.
you go.
There's no camera on my face.
No. So you got enough water, do you think?
I think so. Yeah.
Righto, I'll get you another one.
Okay. Oh, Emma, yeah, yeah. That's all right. Emma's going to be doing. So we need to.
Keith, do you want a water anywhere, somewhere handy, or what? You right? No worries.
It'll save me thirst for later.
Water's been put outside the tent.
Yeah, it's there somewhere.
We couldn't fit it inside the tent.
You just check all those chances.
Gary, we don't have the limousine results yet, so we're just going to knock the lines out of these and wait for the limousine results. I'm going to swap that over.
You ready to go? I just need to call him.
1 second. That's yours, darling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to day one of the 144th Royal Queensland Show. The Ekka is back, bigger and better than ever. And right here in the main arena, we have enjoyed days of celebrating the beef cattle industry across Queensland and beyond. And the last day and a half has been the judging of our stud beef cattle. Today is an important moment. We will not only have our Santos Champion of Champions parade, but we will judge the Champion of Champions. A panel of 3 highly qualified judges will officiate that significant decision at the culmination of this parade. The wonderful Ms. Erika Halliday of Walker, PJ Budler all the way from Texas in the USA, and our own Scott Ferguson of Nobby. In a true display of bringing the country to the city, more than 1,100 head of stud beef cattle descend upon the Brisbane showgrounds each year, and it is the largest showing of its kind anywhere in the Southern Hemisphere. Well, the animals on show today are some of the best genetics in the world, all in one location here, the heart of Brisbane. Well, the stud beef cattle judging commenced at the Ekka all the way back in 1876, and it has included many different facets, particularly over the last week. We've had our paraders being judged, our herdsmen, our young judges, and today is the Champion of Champions. Many breeds will be exhibited before you this afternoon, and we will see which is the best beast. They will be crowned here this afternoon. Well, this parade is brought to us by Santos, a global energy company committed to increasingly cleaner energy and fuel productions, with operations across Australia, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste and North America. We also thank our sponsors Suncorp, Elders, the Limousine Breeders Association, celebrating 50 years this year, and Gallagher. Our Chief Steward here in the beef cattle section is Mr. Gary Noller, who is a respected beef seed stock producer from the Darling Downs, and he's been part of the RNA Council since 2010. Can I acknowledge our beef cattle stewards, many of them councillors as well, the likes of our Junior Vice President of Council, Angus Adnam, Liz Allen, Andrew Olive, and a wonderful cohort of stewards including Alex Cottrell, Candace Cottrell, Paul Cottrell, David Jensen, Harry Little, Keith McRobert, Emily Perkins, Brian Ruddle and Bill Sheehan. Well, we've got a great afternoon coming to you for day one of the 144th Royal Queensland Show. You will be meeting the 10 exceptional finalists of the Showgirl competition. In fact, we'll reveal to you this afternoon who has taken out the crown this year, so to speak. Of course, it's a sash in the Showgirl competition, but it's a program steeped in history that brings together the finest future leaders across rural Queensland. They are across many vocations. They all contribute to their show societies and their communities, and only 10 of them from many hundreds are chosen to be part of the state finals at the Ekka. You'll be meeting them this afternoon. We're going to have our Ute parade. Some of the rustiest, dustiest and most beautiful utes will be out here in the main arena. Of course, our official opening today, complete with a roulette, and our Army band will make sure that we kick off the 144th Royal Queensland Show in style. And tonight is the first showing of Ekka Nights, where you will see a bison stampede, V8s going head-to-head, chariots racing each other around this arena, and so much more. And of course, it all culminates in the great tradition of fireworks. A wonderful time to come together as families, and great to be back here with you at this year's Royal Queensland Show.
I just sort of said that we've got to make sure we speak very close to the mic. Not really. In a couple, no, it's all right. But a couple of there, so they just said get a bit closer to the mic. But they can't do any more with the noise level I've got. Yeah. Well, these ones are working. They're just not. Yeah. So if you just get a little closer, he said, that'd be great.
Go, Keith. Good.
Yep, we're just going to have to wing it.
Well, we'll be starting our Champion of Champions parade, brought to us by Santos today, with the wonderful Limousin breed. 50 years they celebrate in Australia this year, and it is my great pleasure to bring you some of the results. Our Grand Champion Bull, exhibit number 638, it's Willow Glen Limousin Studs nomination of Willow Glen Tornado. Our Grand Champion Female, cow or heifer, has also been awarded. It is catalogue number 650, Gold Crest Limousins with Brent Vale Crystal. Well, they nominated 24 exhibits this year, the team at Gold Crest Limousins. Darren and Shelley Hartwig at Crow's Nest, what a credit to you. The likes of Ray Zano from Fernvale Limousins brought 7 exhibits this year, and Andrew Stumer of Providence Limousine Stud at Wandai in Queensland, he also had a significant number contributed to this year's show. And my great pleasure to announce that our calf champion heifer has been awarded to catalogue number 583 TCW Livestock with TCW Tiger Lily. The reserve champion is catalogue 587. It's Christopher Cranston's nomination of Ard Yakka Truly Royal. Well, this is our feature breed this year, ladies and gentlemen. The mighty Limousin with that great Limousin muscling gene. Plenty of it on display here today. Our champion calf bull was awarded to 627. It's Gold Crest Limousin's nomination of Gold Crest Timbo. Reserve champion was awarded to Willow Glen Limousin Stud nomination of Willow Glen Top Gear. We appreciate that while it's great to admire the beef industry on display, the finest exhibits out here in the main arena, we do ask that you don't applaud throughout this parade for obvious reasons. Well, our junior champion heifer was awarded to catalogue number 610, Merivale Limousin's nomination of Merivale Black Pearl. The reserve champion was awarded to McAlpin Livestock's nomination number 595 of MCL Moonflash. Our junior champion bull, catalogue number 638, is Willow Glen Limousin's Willow Glen Tornado, and our reserve Junior Champion Bull to 631 Merval Limousines Merval Zane. Our Senior Champion Cow or Heifer awarded to the prolific Goldcrest Limousine. 650 was the catalogue. Brent Val Crystal with our reserve champion going to Progress Queen of Hearts. Our Senior Champion Bull to 665 Benjara Limousine Stud with Benjara Secret Service, and our reserve champion to Ray Zanels number 660 Fernvale Scooby-Doo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our feature breed for 2023, the Mighty Limousine. Great to see them out here, a spectacular breed on display today, and really huge numbers, 91 exhibits in their big year at the show. Well, you'll know this breed, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Angus breed, judged by Spencer Morgan. It's the most widespread and keenly sought after temperate beef breed in the world. They have a long and rich history here in Australia, 65 exhibits, and Emma Irene will bring you the results.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Champion Bull went to SB Hayward and KL Smith's exhibit, K5X Satellite. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer went to SB Hayward and KL Smith's K5X Design. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Culane Angus exhibit, Culane Black Cap May, and the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer to Georgia Graham's exhibit, Kioma Glitz and Glamour. The Junior Champion Bull to the Culane Angus exhibit, Culane Bloodline, and the Reserve Junior Champion Bull to SB Hayward and KL Smith's nomination, K5X Tarzan. The Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer went to SB Hayward and KL Smith's K5X Bardot, and the Reserve Senior Champion Bull to the Culane Angus exhibit, Culane Power Play.
Well, great to see the Hayward and Smith combination doing so well. They had 14 exhibits in total out of our 65 total in the Angus breed. And you can see our trio, our panel of Champion judges brought to us by Santos, making their decisions now about who will be our champion bull of the show, our champion female of the show, and our champion pair. Well, the Australian Heritage Angus is our next breed that was exhibited, but we will move on to the Braffords here today, judged by Glenn Waldron. Well, the Braffords are a real Australian success story. They were developed here in 1946 when Brahman genetics were introduced into a Hereford herd in central Queensland, and they haven't looked back as a breed. 10 in the lineup here, and the results, Emma Irene.
In the Braffords, the Grand Champion exhibit was awarded to the MCN Partnerships MCN Arakan. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Maclean High School's exhibit, Little Valley Bonnet. The Reserve Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Lewis Kamak's exhibit, Little Valley Gracie, and the Reserve Champion Bull to the MCN Partnerships exhibit, MCN Goose.
Well, a huge lineup now for the Brahmans. Aren't they a favourite up here in Queensland? Judged by Matthew Kirk. The Australian Brahman beef cattle were developed by innovative North Australian cattlemen who appreciated the economic value of a beef animal that could adapt to harsh tropical climates and the tough environmental conditions up north. And 72 exhibits this year. Aren't they a sight to behold?
And ladies and gentlemen, in the Brahmans, the Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Whittaker Brahman Studs exhibit, Whittaker Mr. Cruiser. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to the Whittaker Brahman Studs exhibit, Whittaker Miss Chanel. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Raglan Brahmans exhibit, Raglan Miss Fallon. And the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer to the MCCC exhibit, MCCC Carly. The Junior Champion Bull was awarded to the Whittaker Brahman Studs exhibit, Whittaker Mr. Navy, and the Reserve Junior Champion Bull to Glenn and Tanya Opperman's exhibit, Tango P Accelerate. The Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to the Token Brahmans and Horses exhibit, Cadet Miss Novelty. And the Reserve Senior Champion Bull was awarded to the Raglan Brahmans exhibit, Raglan Mr. Roland.
Well, lovely to see these Brahmins on display, the best of the best Queensland. We welcome in the Brangus breed next. They were judged by Matt McCamley. The crossbreeding of Angus and Brahman cattle in Australia was first trialled unofficially in the 1930s in the Rockhampton district and as far north as the Daintree area. And today we have 41 exhibits here representing the Brangus breed. A powerful combination of excellent growth rates, enabling producers great versatility in their programs.
And ladies and gentlemen, the results for the Brangus. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Mr. Jack Wright's exhibit, Ramsey Creek Magic. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to the Hanson Cattle Company's exhibit, Bullockina Unaware. The Junior Champion Heifer to the Hanson Cattle Company's exhibit, Bullockina Winning Star. And the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer to the Hanson Cattle Company's exhibit, Bullockina Who's Gorgeous. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull also to the Hanson Cattle Company's Bullockina Who's Handsome. And the Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer to Mr. Jack Wright's exhibit, Ramsey Creek Layla. The Senior Champion Bull was awarded to the Hanson Cattle Company's exhibit, Bullockina Vault. And the Reserve Senior Champion Bull to Brad and Nicole Saunders' exhibit, Pheasant Creek Sultans.
Well, Scott Dunlop judged our Charolais this year. They were one of the first European breeds of cattle to enter Australia, and now they're one of the most important beef breeds in the country, famous for their ability to add profit to beef production. Great to have so many Charolais exhibitors this year, 81 in total.
And the results for the Charolais. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to the Kedstock exhibit, Moongoal Slingshot. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Amy Whitechurch's exhibit, Four Ways Refine. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Kedstock exhibit, Moongoal Radical. And the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer to the Clearview Charolais exhibit, Clearview Actress. The Junior Champion Bull was awarded to the Kedstock exhibit, Moongoal Trademark. And the Reserve Junior Champion Bull to SB Hayward and KL Smith's exhibit, Advance Tango. The Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Mr. Ross Stickland's exhibit, Lilydale Nora. And the Reserve Senior Champion Bull to the Kedstock exhibit, Moongoal Stagecoach.
Congratulations to our Charolais exhibitors this year. As always, a delightful display of the breed. Well, the wonderfully talented Hannah Powell judged our Devons not so long ago. They're an extremely efficient animal. Their fertility and ability to thrive in all sorts of conditions means that they are great for a range of management situations. Regarded by many as the beef industry's best kept secrets, Devons are indeed fertile and efficient. They're one of the oldest breeds of the past, but a huge breed of the future too. 9 exhibits this year.
And for the Devons, the Grand Champion Bull was awarded to the Vix Stock Breeding exhibit, Vix Rhyolite. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to the Yellow Devon Stud exhibit, Wilson's Peak Evie. The Junior Champion Bull was awarded to the Yellow Devon Studs, Wilson's Peak Excellent. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull to the Vix Stock Breeding's Vix Tamago. The Senior Champion Cow or Heifer to Alison Heaps exhibit, Gowan Ross Linda. And the Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer to the Yellow Devon Studs exhibit, Yellow Queen Cindy.
Well, next we welcome in the Drought Master, Ivan Price. He judged the Drought Masters this year. They are Australia's natural wonder, able to thrive in a world that is changing before us, where versatility and sustainability are not just great traits, but absolutely essential. Do you know they came about in 1910 when 3 zebu bulls that were down in Melbourne Zoo were made available to some graziers in Queensland, and they survived so well that they were joined to Shorthorn and Shorthorn Devon cross females, and we've got all of the best attributes now of Bos Indicus and Bos Taurus before us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results for the Drought Masters. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Glenland's Drought Masters exhibit, Glenland's J Eldorado. The Grand Champion cow or heifer was awarded to Glenland's Drought Masters exhibit, Glenland's J Cherish. The Junior Champion heifer was awarded to Sharon Harm's exhibit, Oakmore Juanita. The Reserve Junior Champion heifer to Glenland's Drought Masters exhibit, Glenland's J Favourite. And the Junior Champion bull to A&S Davenport's exhibit, Kenview Gunner. The Reserve Junior Champion bull was awarded to Glenland's Drought Masters exhibit, Glenland's J Fortune. And the Reserve Senior Champion cow or heifer to Christopher Turner's exhibit, Maunsell Park Carmen. The Reserve Senior Champion bull was awarded to the Nindathana Pastoral Company's Nindathana Nigel.
Well, our international judge, Mr. P.J. Butler, judged the next breed. The fabulous Fleckvies head into the ring, dating back to the early 1800s. They originated in Austria and Bavaria from the crossbreeding of local stock with Swiss Simmental cattle. And over 60 years in Australia, they have really gained recognition and popularity. And in fact, they've been very successful at a number of big shows. They took out Grand Champion, this breed, at the Canberra Show and at Sydney Royal Reserve Champion back in 2016, certainly having a mighty impact on the show ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Champion cow or heifer was awarded to the Stone Ridge Livestock exhibit, Denmere Tiffany. The Reserve Champion cow or heifer was awarded to Robert Maxwell's exhibit, Delavan This Time. The Champion bull was awarded to Trevor and Barb Anderson and Evans exhibit, Trinity Vale Standing Ovation, and the Reserve Champion bull to the Stone Ridge Livestock exhibit, Stone Ridge Tallahassee.
A beautiful breed indeed to behold. The Fleckvies in front of you now, boys and girls, mums and dads. Well, we welcome in a breed now that, if translated into German, I don't know if there's any German speakers in the audience, is the phrase for yellow cattle. This is our Gelvies, judged by David Bonfield. They originated in several of the Franconian districts of Bavaria in the mid-18th century, and they were originally bred as a triple-purpose milk, beef and draft breed. Today, they are primarily used for beef production. We had 20 exhibits at this year's Ekka.
And for our Gelvies, the Grand Champion bull was awarded to AJ and JC Nixon's exhibit, Watalba Sandalwood. The Grand Champion cow or heifer was awarded to CR Braithwaite's exhibit, Midas M. The Junior Champion heifer was awarded to Alicia Nixon's exhibit, Mickey Mouse Xena. The Reserve Champion heifer was awarded to the Australian Tropical Gelvie exhibit, ATG Taffy. The Junior Champion bull was awarded to AJ and JC Nixon's exhibit, Watalba Truck Yeah. And the Reserve Junior Champion bull was awarded to CR Braithwaite's exhibit, Midas. And finally, the Reserve Senior Champion bull was awarded to Annie Minahan's exhibit, Kevlar Stirred.
Mr. Shane Bishop judged our Hereford exhibits this year. This breed is one of the most numerous of all the breeds in Australia, found throughout the country in all sorts of extremes of environments, but particularly in the central and southeastern states and in South Australia and southern Western Australia. Originated in Herefordshire and southwest England, and one of the earliest British cattle types to have been systematically improved or upgraded. They were first brought to Australia via Hobart in 1826, and they didn't reach the mainland until the next year, with further importations being made throughout the 1840s. 71 exhibits this year for the Hereford breed.
And ladies and gentlemen, the results now for the Herefords. The Grand Champion bull was awarded to Scott and Philippa Hand's exhibit, Truro Sherlock. The Grand Champion cow or heifer to the Traviston Downs exhibit, Devon Court Ruth. The Junior Champion heifer to the Reevesdale Pole Herefords exhibit, Reevesdale Carla. And the Reserve Junior Champion heifer to Eclipse Pole Herefords exhibit, Eclipse Irish Rose. The Junior Champion bull was awarded to the Galloway Cattle Company's exhibit, Cootharaba Sheriff. And the Reserve Junior Champion bull to to Angus and Eunice Vivers exhibit, Jindalee Think Big. The Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Jamie Hollis and Michaela Passmore's exhibit, Kalara Royal Ravona. And the Reserve Champion Bull was awarded to the Galloway Cattle Company's exhibit, Kutharaba Barney.
Well, if you're allowed to have a favourite, Emma Irene, mine's heading out now. This is the Mighty Murray Grey, judged this year by Mr. Kurt Wise. It's Australia's own beef breed of cattle that originated on the Upper Murray Valley region, just on the border there between New South Wales and Victoria. And from humble beginnings, this breed has had a major impact on the domestic and international beef industry. It has spread from that tiny little town there on the Murray River throughout Australia and New Zealand, Asia, North America, Europe and beyond. And they've got so many wonderful attributes. We had 30 exhibits this year.
And the results, ladies and gentlemen, for the Murray Greys. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Kim Carlton's exhibit, Carlinga Talisman. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Amelia Taylor-Rose's exhibit, Baruna Park Serafina. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to Paul and Lynn Richards' exhibit, Rochelle Linda. And the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer to Catherine Taylor's exhibit, Kingsgrove Rose. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull was awarded to Kim Carlton's exhibit, Carlinga Thunderbolt, and the Senior Champion Bull to Marilyn Hanson's exhibit, Sheldy Mr. Real Deal. The Reserve Senior Champion Bull was awarded to Veronica and Jim O'Shea's exhibit, Red Gum Royale.
Well, this is a breed now going from strength to strength. Judged this year by Donald Robson, the Red Angus make their way into the main arena. Well, they are cattle that have their origins in Europe, introduced to England and Scotland via the Vikings and the Norsemen raiding the coasts of England and Scotland. And these days, they are distributed all across Australia, with Australian breeders exhibiting and exporting many of their genetics to the likes of China and Vietnam. It was only 3 years ago that this breed society celebrated 50 years, and that membership is continually growing.
And ladies and gentlemen, the results for the Red Angus. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Graham and Sandra Jordan's exhibit, K5X Significant. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Kiralee Johnson Asepi's exhibit, GK Red 624 Dina. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to Graham and Sandra Jordan's exhibit, Gunu Red Tallulah. And the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer to Heather Davies' exhibit, Rose Mullion Red Tiara. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull was awarded to Sandra and Graham Jordan's exhibit, Gunu Red Tommy. And the Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Tony Martin's exhibit, Bunayuin Mittagong. The Senior Champion Bull was awarded to Gavin Nee's exhibit, Mellowwood 26P Red Sniper. And the Reserve Senior Champion Bull to Graham and Sandra Jordan's exhibit, Star Red Sylvester.
What a lovely lineup of the Red Angus breed indeed. We now head down to the Red Poles. They were judged this year by Shane Bishop. 8 exhibits. So tight competition indeed. They are efficient and functional cattle that produce excellent carcasses. They have tasty, tender beef, and they're ideally suited to crossbreeding enterprises.
And now the results for the Red Pole. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Laguna Red Pole Studs exhibit, Laguna Nevada. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Laguna Red Pole Studs exhibit, Laguna, Quebec. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to Dr. K. Usher and Mr. N. Usher's exhibit, Red Rush Verity. And the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Laguna Red Pole Studs exhibit, Laguna Miss Phoebe. The Junior Champion Bull was awarded to Dr. K. Usher and Mr. N. Usher's exhibit, Red Rush the Monarch. And the Reserve Junior Champion Bull was awarded to the Laguna Red Pole Studs exhibit, Laguna Golden Boy.
Well, from a breed that had 8 exhibits to a breed that has over 100, it's the Santa Gertrudis team now, judged by Neil Watson. Beefing up Australia is what Santa Gertrudis is all about. They were developed in Texas in the 1920s by King Ranch, and that was done by crossing Brahman with shorthorn cattle and producing animals that would perform really well under harsh, hot and dry conditions. And of course that made them just wonderful for this part of Australia. They were established out here as a breed back in 1952 with the importation of 75 bulls and 200 heifers, and they arrived at Warwick, Queensland, and they are just about everywhere today.
And ladies and gentlemen, the results now for the Santa Gertrudis. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to the Yarrawonga Cattle Company's exhibit Yarrawonga Lexus. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to the Hatton family's exhibit Diamond H. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Yarrawonga Cattle Company's exhibit Yarrawonga. The Reserve Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Yugelbar Pastoral Company's exhibit Yugelbar Tiffany & Co. The Junior Champion Bull was awarded to the Yarrawonga Cattle Company's exhibit Yarrawonga Magician. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull was awarded to the Yarrawonga Cattle Company's exhibit Yarrawonga Mustang. And the Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer to D&G Moxie's exhibit Dengal Flora. And the Reserve Senior Champion Bull to the Hatton family's Diamond H Zigzag.
A huge feat indeed to take out a ribbon out of such a whopping lineup of Santa Gertrudis exhibits this year. Congratulations to you all. We welcome in now a breed that has been fundamental to 40 different breeds worldwide. It's the Shorthorn, judged by Spencer Morgan in 2023. This is a breed that has so much history. It keeps the oldest breed registry in the world. And Shorthorn cattle first arrived in Australia back in the 1800s. Today, they have had such an impact not just on their own breed evolution, but on the impact of 40 other breeds adjacent to the Shorthorn. 18 exhibits in this year's Ekka.
Thank you, Lindsay. And the results for the Shorthorns are the Grand Champion Bull was awarded to Southern Cross Shorthorns exhibit Southern Cross Smoking Joe. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to Belinda Emery's exhibit Emross Sarah's Aussie's Babe. The Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to the Trojan Shorthorns exhibit Trojan Eliza. The Reserve Junior Champion Heifer was awarded to Ben and Tammy Wyland's exhibit Alfred Creek Tabitha. The Junior Champion Bull was awarded to LMR Shorthorns exhibit Moonbee Galaxy. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull was awarded to Belinda Emery's exhibit Emross. The Reserve Senior Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to White Livestock Services The Bank Rockin' Robin. And the Reserve Senior Champion Bull was awarded to the Almavale Cattle Company's exhibit Amavale Shakespeare.
Well, thank you, Emma Irene. We make our way down the line now to the Simbra breed that has been developed to boost the performance of Northern Australian beef herds. Developed through structured crossbreeding of Simmental and Brahmans, the Simbra combines the best of both of the parent breeds. We had only 2 exhibits this year, and they were judged by Darren Childs.
And ladies and gentlemen, for the Simbras, the Grand Champion exhibit was awarded to KBV Simmental Stud, M. Rollins and S. Lean's exhibit, KBV Sampson.
We welcome in now the best of the best from 51 Simmental exhibits, a breed renowned for their superior weight gain, fertility, carcass yield and temperament qualities. Originating from Switzerland and grew to become one of Europe's dominant dual-purpose beef and milk breeds. Over the last 30 years, the breed has spread to many other continents and North and South America, throughout Australasia, Africa, and they are predominantly used, of course, for beef production today. There are over 50 million Simmentals worldwide.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results for the Simmentals. The Grand Champion Bull was awarded to RC and EM Skeens exhibit Meldon Park Stamp Duty. The Grand Champion Cow or Heifer was awarded to KBV Simmental Stud, M. Rollins and S. Leans exhibit KBV Romy. The junior champion heifer was awarded to Brooke Asepi's GK True Masterpiece, and the reserve junior champion heifer was awarded to KBV Simmental Stud, M. Rollins and S. Lean's exhibit KBV Tully. The junior champion bull was awarded to KBV Simmental Studs, M. Rollins and S. Lean's exhibit KBV Terminator, and the reserve junior champion bull to Ellendale Red Simmental's exhibit Ellendale Red Hot Sheriff. The reserve senior champion cow or heifer was awarded to Brooke Asepi's exhibit GK 520 Royal Keepsake, and the reserve senior champion bull to KBV Simmental Stud, M. Rollins and S. Lean's exhibit KBV Sensation.
Well, look at our glorious next generation on display out here with the South Devon breed. They were judged this year by Hannah Powell. And South Devons have been an ideal choice for a long time for crossbreeders, and they originated from the very fertile area of South Devon in England, also known as the South Hams, and for a long time this breed was called the South Hams until the late 1700s, and then the name was switched and no one quite knows why, but we had a lovely lineup of South Devons this year.
And the results are, ladies and gentlemen, for the South Devons. The Grand Champion exhibit was awarded to the McCutcheon families, Jambilly Turanui. The Grand Champion cow or heifer was awarded to the McCutcheon families, Jambilly QP. The Reserve Champion cow or heifer was awarded to the Kildare Grazing Company's Kildare Diana. And the Reserve Champion bull to the Kildare Grazing Company's Kildare Special K.
Well, this next breed you're about to see only arrived in Australia in 2007. But they are today the fastest growing beef breed in Australasia, desired globally. They are one of the most numerous classes, or most populated classes that we have at this year's show. This is the Speckle Park, and they come in 4 distinct colour patterns you can see in front of you here today. We've got our speckled, the leopards, the white with black points, and the solid black. And they are adored for their temperament, but they're also fantastically adaptable. They survive fantastically in minus 40 degrees Celsius winters in Canada, all the way through to 40 degree summers over here in Australia. We had 92 exhibits this year, and the terrific Tom Wilding Davies had the unenviable task of choosing from this great lineup.
And ladies and gentlemen, the results for the Speckle Park. The Grand Champion bull was awarded to Salamba Proprietary Limited's exhibit Salamba Unicorn. The Grand Champion cow or heifer to Wayne and Cindy Tucknot's exhibit KJ Hill Adina. The Junior Champion heifer to Troy Hepburn's exhibit Foxtail Hill Never Trade Secrets. The Reserve Junior Champion heifer to Wayne and Cindy Tucknot's exhibit KJ Hill Tabitha. The Reserve Junior Champion bull to Jamie Medhurst's exhibit Pinnacle Park Top Spot, and the Reserve Senior Champion cow or heifer was awarded to Noella Augustine's exhibit Allion Lady Emily. The Senior Champion bull was awarded to the Wattle Grove Speckle Park exhibit Wattle Grove Shoot to Thrill, and the Reserve Senior Champion bull to the Wattle Grove Speckle Park exhibit Wattle Grove Malman.
Well, last of all, we welcome in a great Australian design. This is the square metre breed, judged by Spencer Morgan, created in the 1990s in Australia by an experienced cattleman that researched and developed this breed of cattle specifically for the domestic export trade market. Using the Murray Grey breed, and when they were first recognised as a breed back in 1995, they really hit the show community by storm, taking out lots of major interbreed competitions and carcass competitions, and of course doing very well in the sale yards. We had 10 exhibits this year, Emma Irene.
And the results, ladies and gentlemen, for the square metres. The Grand Champion bull was awarded to the Cannon family's exhibit Chelna Sneak Preview. The Grand Champion cow or heifer to Justin Quilligan's exhibit Oakvale Helen. The Junior Champion heifer to ED and MJ Ross's exhibit Rosselino's Treasure. The Junior Champion bull to Sawillo Stud Proprietary Limited's exhibit Sawillo Tyrion. And the Reserve Senior Champion bull to Justin Quilligan's exhibit Rainbow Valley Barossa Gold.
Well, boys and girls, we have had three of the most talented of judges out in the main arena that you may have seen, and they've a very difficult task in front of them. Ekka Halliday in the lovely lemon blazer there from Walker, alongside PJ Butler from Texas and Scott Ferguson from Nobby. They have to choose our champion bull, our champion female and our champion pair, but you have a job as well ahead of you right now. In front of you on the grandstands, you will see one of these big green posters with a QR code on it, and it says People's Choice Voting. This is your chance, boys and girls and mums and dads. Who did you like out here? Which was the best pair to your mind? We want to hear your votes. Do it right now because it will be announced very shortly. Jump on with the QR code and make your own adjudication of the best pair in this year's Santos Champion of Champions Parade.
How long do you want to do? Go now? We'll go after you.
Email about the presentation being at 8:15 this morning. Well, at least the person on the site. So no, but they were invited to attend. And Karen Bear was just now during.
So when you jump onto that QR code, look around now and you can see our champion bull and our champion female from each of the breeds. So this is the best of the best on the ring right now. If you like the Braffords or the Devons, perhaps you like the Fleckvies. Whichever pair you think catches your eye. The mighty Brahman bull looking just spectacular here. Not trying to influence your decisions at all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You jump on that QR code and tell us who will be this year's People's Choice Champion. Well, to take you back through the annals of history, I can tell you that one breed in particular has, for 3 years consecutively, at the last 3 Royal Queensland shows, taken out the People's Choice pair. Will they take it away for a 4th consecutive year? If you're not from the beef cattle industry, I'm sure you can understand the gravitas that comes with these 3 highly esteemed judges, including an international judge, awarding your exhibit, your nomination, champion bull or champion female or champion pair. The big announcement just moments away.
Just before we get underway with this judging of our Champion of Champions bull, Champion of Champions female and Champion of Champions pair, we've got another announcement to make, and that will be the High Point Achiever Award. So I think, Lindsay, you've got that information.
Thank you so much, Keith McRobert, a stalwart here. Keith, how many Ekkas have you been to? Would you mind telling me? 1 year? 2 year? How many Ekkas have you been to now, Keith McRobert?
She's just asking me how many Ekkas I've been to. I don't know. I've been 32 years stewarding. Many, many years before that, the agency game when we used to run stud bull sales up in the bull selling ring. And I can go back a bit further than that when I came down with some dairy exhibitors and camped on the ground here for a week for about 5 years. So, yeah, I've been to a few.
It's the highlight of the year for us as Queenslanders. We now have the great privilege of announcing the AAM High Point Achiever Award. Could I please invite Mr. Gary Edwards from AAM to present the cheque? Welcome back to the Ekka, Gary. It's always great to see you here. Now, this competition is only open to exhibitors who are entering cattle in both the stud beef cattle section and the prime beef or lead section. And I can announce that the runner-up for the AAM Investment Group High Point Achiever Award, the stud and hoof and hook pack, as well as $1,000 in a huge check here, is none other than Yugelbar Pastoral Company. Brett Ellum, congratulations to you. No stranger to success here at the Royal Queensland Show. Come on up and grab this $1,000 check. I think that'll go a long way over the next few days, celebrating with friends. And the winner of the AAM Investment Group High Point Achiever Award stud and hoof and hook and $2,000 check to the prolifically talented Steve Haywood and Karen Smith. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are your final moments to get your People's Choice vote in. Head to the QR code on the big green posters there in the grandstand and around the arena. Do you like the look of the Speckle Parks? Maybe you like the Simbras, the Herefords, the Red Poles, the Santa Gertrudis, the Shorthorn. Which pair has caught your eye at the 144th Royal Queensland Show?
And of course, Lindsay, we have 3 judges officiating here and 3 very knowledgeable judges as well. From the USA, we have Mr. PJ Butler, who has judged something like 88 different breeds of cattle in 48 countries, so he's been around a bit and knows what he's doing. He actually established a stud of his own, a beef cattle operation, at the age of 15. In South Africa before he moved to the USA. So we welcome PJ to the Brisbane exhibition. Also we have Mrs. Erica Halliday. Erica from the Ben Nevis Angus stud at Walker in New South Wales. And again a very capable breeder and judge. I knew her father, sold bulls for her father up here when we used to have the bull sales. And Mr. Scott Ferguson from Glen Oaks, Santa Gertrudis stud out there at Nobby on the Darling Downs. He's been around the cattle industry for a long time too, and was awarded life membership of the Santa Gertrudis breed in the judging ring of the Santas yesterday. So congratulations to you, Scott, on that award. Now that's a magnificent lineup of females, beef cattle females. We had 21 breeds judged over the last day and a half, and 744 individual cattle. So our judges have done a tremendous job over the last couple of days. See Liz. She'll take it, Liz. Yep. Just repeating that our champion Angus female was K5X Design S7, exhibited by SB Haywood and KL Smith. Champion Brahman exhibit Little Valley Bonnet 3495, exhibited by Maclean High School. The Brahman was Whittaker Miss Chanel, exhibited by Whittaker Brahman stud. The Brangus Bullakina Unaware, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Company, was our Grand Champion female. The Grand Champion Charolais from a field of 71 head was Four Ways Refine R32E, exhibited by Amy Whitechurch. Devons, our champion Devon female was Wilson's Peak Evie T7, exhibited by Yulia Devon Stud. Drought Masters, a good field of Drought Masters, 44 head, with Glenland's J Cherish, exhibited by the Glenland's Drought Master Stud being the grand champion. Fleckby's Denmere Tiffany, exhibited by Stone Ridge Livestock, was our champion Fleckby female, whilst Midas EMM RO31, exhibited by CR Braithwaite, was the champion Gelfie female. Good field of 66 Herefords, and Devoncourt Ruth R003, exhibited by Traviston Downs, was the champion Hereford. Big field of 77 Limousines, and of course Limousines were our feature breed this year, having been in Australia for 50 years, and Brentvale Crystal R14, exhibited by Goldcrest Limousines, was the grand champion female in the Limousine breed. Murray Greys, 23 Murray Greys turned up, and Baruna Park Serafina, exhibited by Amelia Taylor Rose, was our champion Murray Grey female. Red Angus and Kiralee Johnson Osipi exhibited GK Red 624 Dina S2 for the Grand Championship Award there, amongst a field of 19. Red Poles, Laguna Quebec, exhibited by Laguna Red Poles, was our champion there. Numbers wise, our largest representation of cattle was the Santa Gertrudis breed, with 85 head exhibited, and Diamond H. Zyla X234, exhibited by the Hatton family, took out the Grand Champion Female Award. From 16 Shorthorns, Emrose Sarah's Aussie Babe, exhibited by Belinda Emery, took out the championship there. There were 35 Simmentals and KBV Simmental studs. KBV Romy took out the Champion Simmental Award. From 7 Devons, Jambilly QP, exhibited by the McCutcheon family, was our champion South Devon winner. Tremendous field of 79 speckled parks. They're one of the latest breeds, or would be the latest breed to be exhibited here at the exhibition. Only came to Australia in about 2007, so they're going great guns. And KJ Hilladina, exhibited by Wayne and Cindy Tucknott, were our exhibitors of the champion Speckled Park female. And Oakvale Helen S15, exhibited by Justin Quilligan, was the champion square metre female.
Well, the beef cattle industry in Australia is enormously important, of course, to us from an economic standpoint, but Queensland in particular has the largest beef cattle herd in all of the nation at 42% of the overall herd. And the north of the state, of course, is dominated by cattle breeding operations. Well, it appears that our judges have conferred, and the official results: the Champion of Champions Parade, brought to us by Santos, who for more than 65 years had been working in partnership with local communities, providing...
Right, we've got 5 females selected here by our 3 judges. And if we can have, please, in no particular order, can we have our Red Angus female forward, please, Kiralee? Our Drought Master female, if you'd come forward. The Santa Gertrudis. The Angus. Thanks, Stephen. And the Charolais female. So our judges have had a look at those, and they've at all of the cattle, and that's the 5 that they've picked out as being the top of the tops.
Don't be swayed by these judges, ladies and gentlemen. If you like a breed that's not been pulled forward, that's okay too. Jump on to the QR code that's up in the stands there on the big green posters and pop in your vote for the best pair from all of our stud breed cattle.
I was just speaking to our international judge, PJ Butler, and he said really to put so much quality into one ring is just incredible. And he's a man that's judged all over the world. So Queensland and the Australian beef industry is in pretty good hands when we can see such great animals out here in the ring. 21 breeds. And as I said, 744 head of cattle right through.
Well, it might interest you to know that there are some 46,000 agricultural businesses involved in cattle production around Australia, and some 25 million head of cattle across this wide brown land. Hundreds of thousands of people are employed in the red meat industry in all of its various facets, from grassroots farming all the way through to retail and export. And as a nation, we produce some 2.5 million tonnes of carcass weight for domestic and international consumption.
Ekka, I believe you've got the job now of placing our champion for us.
Thank you. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the RNA for asking me here to judge with two such wonderful guys. It's lovely out there having a chat with them as well. I know the enormous effort that's gone in to get these cattle here, so I'd just like to say thank you to all the people that have prepared them and the handlers, and for your patience here today. And it is so wonderful to judge a beautiful line of cattle. I mean, we're after all the productive traits in animals, we're after all the carcass traits, but let's face it, we may as well have animals that we enjoy looking at as well. And type and constitution, they're the things that matter out in the paddock as well. So the 5 cows that we come up here as finalists, we're all in pretty much agreement with these. I'd just like to pull forward the 3 finalists. So if the Santa Gertrudis cow would pull forward, please. If the Drought Master cow would pull forward, please. And if the Red Angus cow would pull forward, please. I know I was being sneaky, not going in line. We notice that there are a number of differences between these animals, and the most wonderful thing about our beef industry, and we've been discussing this, is that we need differences, and we need the breeds to do what they do well if we're going to survive and be sustainable into the future. That means that a Santa Gertrudis is going to have to get out and walk and handle more arid environments than a Red Angus cow, and a Red Angus cow would probably add a little bit more carcass to the equation. And it's when we complement these breeds with their differences that we can make the most amazing gains. So what we're looking for out here is the best animal that represents their breed and represents what we're trying to do with the sustainable beef industry. So the cow that came third here today was the beautiful Santa Gertrudis cow. If she just pulls herself forward, please. What we really loved about this cow is the scope, the broodiness, the depth of body, the overall balance of this beautiful female, and particularly the depth and the uniformity of her depth from her heart through to her rib, the beautiful skin that she has, the beautiful way that she has a natural balance to her shoulder and she can hold her head up and just glide around the ring, and the magnificent cow at calf at foot. So congratulations, she's a wonderful cow. So then it came down for a very tough decision for us all between the Red Angus and the Drought Master cow. There's a few differences between these animals which we'll see. One is a more moderate type of female that has a more springer rib, more natural thickness and muscularity through a hindquarter. Both have very good calves at foot, different maturity patterns obviously in both those calves. In the Drought Master cow you're seeing just so much body and capacity, the way that she just glides around the ring and she stands down a little bit more bone. The decision that we made today, suspense for everybody, is the Red Angus cow. The reason for that decision, we just felt that she's a little bit better through that udder there. We really like the extra spring and dimension in through a calf, the extra spring and dimension in through a rib, out through a hip and down through a hindquarter. We recognise that the Drought Master cow is that beautiful scope and extra length of body to her. She's probably got a better angle to her shoulder. She probably stands down a little bit more bone. So a very close decision for us. But two magnificent cows. So if you just put your hands together, it's just been a pleasure to judge them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Erica. And the Grand Champion All Breeds cow for 2023 is GK Red 624 Dinah S2, exhibited by Kirralie Johnson ICP. First person down to give her a hug was her father, I think, Clydie Johnson. Good to see you here, Clyde. Now, our Grand Champion female receives $3,000, sponsored by Santos. And we have Mr. Andrew Snars there from Santos to help present the ribbon. The Elders Shield of Excellence, of course, with Anthony Ball to present that. We've got International Animal Health with a couple of $140 worth of product that they've sponsored. Right, the Bulls will be parading very shortly. And the champion Grand Champion Interbreeds Bull will receive the Bassingthwaite Trophy. That's a trophy recognising the tremendous contribution that the Bassingthwaite family from Yarrawonga have put in over the many, many years here at the Brisbane Royal Show. So the Bassingthwaite family trophy will go to our Grand Champion All Breeds Bull. And of course there'll be $3,000, again sponsored by Santos, Elders Shield of Excellence, another $140 worth of product from International Animal Health to go to our Grand Champion All Breeds Bull. As they parade, the Champion Angus Bull is K5X Satellite S166, exhibited by S.B. Haywood and K.L. Smith. The Champion Bradford exhibit went to MCN Arakan, exhibited by MCN Partnership. From a field of 60 head of Brahmins, Whittaker Mr. Cruiser, exhibited by Whittaker Brahmin Stud, took out the championship award there. 36 Brangus and Ramsey Creek Magic M85, exhibited by Jack Wright, was our champion Brangus Bull. From 71 head of Charolais, Moonghoul Slingshot, exhibited by Kedstock Proprietary Limited, was our grand champion Charolais Bull. Vix Rayolite R47, exhibited by Vix Stock Breeding, was the champion Devon. And from a strong field of 44 in the Drought Masters, Glenland's J Eldorado, exhibited by Glenland's Drought Masters, was your champion Drought Master. In the Fleckvies, Trinity Vale Standing Ovation, exhibited by T&B Anderson and Evans, was the champion Fleckvie exhibit. Gelfies Weetalabar Sandalwood S241, exhibited by AJ and JC Nixon, was the champion Gelfie. From the 66 Herefords, Truro Sherlock S188, exhibited by Scott and Philippa Han, was our champion Hereford. Limousin's Willow Glen Tornado T1 was the grand champion Limousin Bull. Carlinga Talisman, exhibited by Kim Carlton, was our grand champion Murray Gray. Red Angus K5X Significant, exhibited by Graham and Sandra Jordan, was the champion Red Angus. Laguna Nevada represents the Red Pole breed, exhibited by Laguna Red Poles. Yarrawonga Lexus S100, exhibited by Yarrawonga Cattle Company, was our grand champion Santa Gertrudis from a field of 85 head of Santas. Southern Cross Smoking Joe S208, exhibited by Southern Cross Shorthorns, took the grand champion Shorthorn Bull Award. KBV Samson, exhibited by KBV Simmental Stud, that's Marty Rowlands and Steve Lean, was our champion Simbra exhibit. There were 35 Simmentals and Meldon Park Stamp Duty, exhibited by RC and EM Skeen, took out the championship there. Jambilly Turanui, exhibited by the McCutcheon family, was the champion South Devon. From that big field of Speckle Parks, Salamba Unicorn, exhibited by Salamba Proprietary Limited, was our champion square metre, champion Speckle Park. And the champion square metres was Chelna Sneak Preview, exhibited by the Cannon family. That's your field. Magnificent lineup of beef bulls in the ring. Now, don't forget to get on your iPads and put your nomination in for the People's Choice Award. There's a bit of prize money to be won there with the People's Choice. $250 for the winning entry, plus a trophy. Sometimes when I look around there, I think to myself, who'd be a judge? How could you judge these magnificent? But you can judge them if you like. There's the People's Choice Award to be contested. Yeah. Hereford Bull, I don't blame him. He's getting a bit tired, and so are we all. But anyway, we'll keep him going. There's some powerful animals there. It's a tremendous line-up, great advertisement for the beef industry. Shannon Lawler. Right, yeah, okay. Right. Shannon Lawler, right. I said it a couple of times in the ring this morning, but I have got a coin here if you're tossing up, wondering what you're going to put up there. Right, can we have these 5 bulls forward, please? In no particular order, but can we have the Hereford bull, the Shorthorn, the Droughtmaster, the Brahman, and the Angus bull, please, Stephen. Our 3 judges will place these 5 bulls now in their order, and we'll do a similar thing to as we did last with the females. We'll pull the top 3 forward, and then we'll ask Mr. Scott Ferguson to comment and point out the champion. Of course, as I mentioned earlier on, the All Breeds Interbreed Champion Bull will receive the Bassingthwaite Family Trophy. That trophy is in recognition of the many, many years of perseverance, I suppose you could say, or that they've given to running the Brisbane exhibition. Alistair Bassingthwaite for many years a councillor and a beef cattle committee member. Bassingthwaite family, and they've been exhibiting down here for, I don't know, ever since they've had cattle, I think, which is a long, long time. Yep.
That's your international animal health.
Yeah, Shannon Waller. Yeah, you got that. Right out. Now, hang on. No. Take that out to the judge, and will be. Right, we'll ask Scott Ferguson now to speak on these. They've picked another top three. They've picked their top three, and we'll ask Scott to firstly to name those three and then to name our interbreed champion.
Thank you, Keith, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is certainly a pretty tough job. There's some terrific cattle out here, and we're my co-judges. We're pretty well on the same page. Just before I start commenting on the bulls, I'd like to thank the RNA for the privilege and the honour of being asked to judge this afternoon. Ironically, I just did want to mention that I get to comment on the Bassingthwaighte trophy, and I just want to make mention of Alistair Bassingthwaighte. That was this trophy was named after for his contribution to the RNA, and probably also to the Santa Gertrudis breed. He showed here for over 55 years himself. He served on the council for 32 years, and this will be the first show that Alistair's missed. So he's obviously my wife's father. The Yarrawonga Waco continues, but I'd just like to acknowledge that, and Alistair's been very supportive of what we've done, Wendy and I've done over the years, and I think there'd be plenty of people in the crowd that Alistair he loves cattle, he loves talking about cattle, and he appreciates good cattle. And he certainly, I'm sure there's people out there, no matter what breed they have, he would have certainly complimented them on the quality of their cattle. And I think that's important. I think Ekka touched on it early, that all these breeds have a place, and they should be appreciated for that place that they hold in the beef industry. So I think you've got to look at all these breeds, and certainly all these. We're looking at the best of the best at one of the biggest shows in Australia. So these cattle are going to go back into their respective breeds and contribute enormously. So getting back to the bulls, I'd just like to call forward, please, the final three: the Hereford, the Shorthorn, and the Brahman. So we were unanimous in our decisions here. I'd just like to maybe start on the left here with the Shorthorn. I think you go a long way to find a bull with as much power and put together well as this. He's a terrific bull over the back line. He's a beautiful natural balanced bull. You get behind him and he's enormously thick. Yet the thing that we appreciate, and you don't always see, is with the amount of muscle this bull has, how soft and deep he is. He's beautifully soft in the flank. He stands on good bone, and he's really an impressive calf. And you can see him there. He's a pretty hard bull to fault, isn't he? Beautifully put together, beautiful over the hind quarter and over the loin and along the back there. A very impressive young calf. We move on to the Hereford. He's a big bull. He's, and all bulls here that we've picked out have got enormous amount of eye muscle, ideal fat cover. This bull's, he's a growthy calf standing on beautiful bone. We love the outlook of this bull. While he's maintaining all his thickness from behind, thickness over the top and beautiful through the loins and hindquarter structure, when you get to the front of him, he's just so well laid in the shoulder, a beautiful head and neck. And he's certainly well balanced. And when we're in the seed stock looking at these bulls, balance is an enormous thing. And I have a feeling that well balanced cattle certainly breed on and contribute well. So this bull, every time we've seen him, he might make a liar out of me now, but he pulls up perfectly. The leader doesn't have to do much. He's just a beautiful balanced bull, which is telling us he's great in his structure, and but he certainly gets around. Looks like a bull. And as I was commenting before, no matter what breed you breed, this is a pretty remarkable individual. We move on to the third bull, the Brahman. He's very impressive and doesn't get around very well. A bit like being balanced and things. We love these sires that'll get along and look like a bull. He's got that, I don't know if it's the right word to say with the Brahmins, but he's got that definite Brahman lope. He gets along and he's looking about. He's in a very attractive sire. Very well put together, like the other bull. All three bulls, beautiful over the back in the hindquarter structure. He's very well put together and standing on a good bone, this bull. He's a real sire. So all in all, I'd like to everybody to give all the bulls in the ring a round of applause. Certainly great three individuals, and it's a shame we've got to, differentiate between them, but that's what we're here for. And the other two judges and I would like to congratulate this year the Hereford Bull.
There we go, the Hereford Truro Sherlock S188, exhibited by Scott and Philippa Han, is our Santos Champion of Champions bull, winner of the Bassingthwaite Family Trophy, together with $3,000 from Santos, I think it is, and the Elders Shield of Excellence, Andrew Mara to present that. And we've also got Shannon Lawler from International Animal Health to present the International Animal Health Award. I think he said there's $360 worth of value there in what they're going to present for our Champion of Champions. It's the first time over the last 10, 13 years that a Hereford has actually achieved this award, so congratulations to the Han family. Last year it was a Charolais. There was no show in 2021 or 2020, but then Angus won it a couple of times. The Santa Gertrudis have won it. The Brahmins a couple of times, the Red Angus, Charolais, Red Angus, and we had a tie actually back in 2011, the Angus and the Charolais. We couldn't split them. It's the first time in the last 12 or 13 years that the Hereford has taken out this award. Don't forget the People's Choice Award. You can get on your tablets or your iPads or whatever you've got and log in to put your entry in for the People's Choice Award. And now we move on to the judging of our Champion of Champions, the champion pair. And this is for the Warby Family Trophy, which recognises 60-odd years of the Warby family's continuous service to the RNA. So the Champion of Champions is the champion pair. So we bring the females back in once again, and our three judges will try and line them up then as to what is actually the best pair of animals. Now, the People's Choice Award is closing. The poll is closing, so if you want to get into the People's Choice Award, you better do so real quick. Right, for the pairs, can we just have these pairs, please, if you'd come forward, the Droughtmasters, the Red Angus, and the Angus. And we'll ask our international judge now, Mr. P.J. Butler, to comment on their selections, and this is for the Warby Family Trophy for the Champion of Champions pair.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an incredible spectacle, and before we go on and pick your champion pair here in the Champion of Champions, let's put our hands together and congratulate all the exhibitors that exhibited in this Champion of Champions extravaganza. The quality and the numbers and the uniformity that we saw this afternoon was quite something. Thank you to the Ekka for allowing me to be a part of this experience and for allowing me to share some of my opinion. It's been a delightful day, and I really appreciate the invitation. Australia's known all over the world for its harsh climates, its tropically adapted cattle, its quality cattle as you move south in the country, and its heritage and history and stockmanship, and that's evidenced today from what we've seen. And it's tremendous from a boy from the mountains in South Africa to be stuck in the middle of all these generationally acclaimed stockmen and to be asked for his opinion. It's quite humbling, and I really appreciate you guys allowing me to do this and live out my passion and my obsession. For us, I think it was wonderful judging with Scott Ferguson and Erica Halliday, because I think we have very similar philosophies. The basic philosophies of cattle need to eat, walk, and reproduce, and focusing on those profit-driven traits of functional efficiency and adaptability, fertility and longevity. And then, like Erica said earlier, understanding that quality cattle come in all different shapes and sizes. And that's what we saw in our lineups all day long. And I liked the way we were all focusing on athleticism and cattle that could get out and move with great flexibility, making sure bulls were masculine and females were feminine, but then ensuring that there was high inherent body condition and fleshing ability and softness on these cattle to go with the abundant muscle shape and muscle pattern that the better cattle had today. We've seen a lot of good cattle, and when it comes to pairs, it's difficult because you have to pair up cattle that are similar in type and kind, and I think the three pairs that stand up today do that really, really well. The Angus pair is exquisite. You know, that's a beautiful feminine female, a female that's so maternal. She's massive. She has muscle, tremendous udder on her. I like that level udder floor, teat size and placement on her is outstanding, and doing a good job on her calf. a female that maybe when you get behind her, she could be slightly wider based as she moves away from you. But at this sharp end of the competition, you have to start picking flies off really good animals. The bull's a beautifully balanced bull too. You know, he's got that muscle, he's got some bone to him. He's not the most flexible bull on the move, but he's adequate in terms of his athleticism. He's got good testicle size and shape for his age, and really masculine through his head and neck with a good top, hip and rump. The Droughtmaster pair, these two cattle are cut from the same cloth. They're just, the female's a feminine version of the bull. Massive center bodies on these cattle, so easy fleshing, tremendous muscle shape on both of them. But the female is feminine and she is ladylike, and she's incredibly athletic on the move, a good functional udder on her, and she's doing a good job on her bull calf. In the female Champion of Champions show, we just wanted that bull calf to be a little fuller bodied, but the cow's done her job. There's so much growth and performance in that calf. The bull is incredible. To put that much muscle and mass into a bull of that frame with that strong top and still get him to move around like he does with those testicles and that clean sheath, that's an incredible bull. I love the head and neck on that bull. I like his tropically adapted skin. Again, nitpicking on that bull, we would have liked to see slightly better front feet on him, but that's an outstanding bull standing behind an exceptional cow. The Red Angus female, as we saw earlier, won the female Champion of Champions. She's exquisite, just so much finesse, and she's so soft and so ladylike. There's estrogen flow in this female, beautiful udder, well-placed teat size and well-placed teats and good shaped teats, good on her feet, athletic on the move. And she's refined like a female should be, but then all the power is in her bull calf. You see that the masculine version of this female in how much bone and strength and muscle he's got. And the bull behind her is no slouch either. I mean, that's a really, really well put together Red Angus bull. Beautiful head and neck on him. Good feet under that bull. And he's strong over his top, deep enough through his flank, and he's sound on the move. So we've got 6 exquisite cattle ahead of us here today. But I think the pair of cattle that pop out because they match in terms of quality and type, and they just, both of them did really well individually in this interbreed, and they certainly impressed all 3 of us when we put down our rankings. And that's the Droughtmaster group. This is an absolutely exceptional group of cattle. Congratulations to both exhibitors.
And congratulations to the Childs family from Glenlands. Glenlands J. Eldorado, the bull, and Glenlands J. Cherish, the female, exhibited by the Childs family of Glenlands Droughtmasters. And they are the winners of the Warby Family Trophy, Perpetual Trophy. Yep. Andrew. Yeah, right. Sorry, Andrew. I haven't got things written down here half the time. We've got Andrew Snars from Santos. They're our major sponsor for our Champion of Champions judging. We've got Shannon Lawler there from International Animal Health, who will be presenting the International Animal Health product. And it's only... looks like one bucket of it, so they won't have to be split between 2 different exhibitors, because the Childs family exhibited the pair. We've also got Andrew Mara and Anthony Ball to present the Elders Shield of Excellence. And, of course, he's already presented the ribbons, I think. To present the cup, of course, Mr. Alan Warby himself, a former chairman of the RNA and also former chairman or president of the RNA and former chairman of the Beef Cattle Committee. He had a bit of a shot at me yesterday. He reckoned he caught me sitting down twice, and he said that can't happen, but I reckon one of my first years here, I made some sort of a mistake in announcing something, and I said, oh, well, I'm allowed one mistake a year, and Alan looked at me, wrong, Keith. But we get on just fine. Just a magnificent lineup of cattle as they leave the arena too. It's a pleasure to see them. So many different breeds, and all of them with something to offer the beef industry in Australia and indeed the world. From the People's Choice Award now. The People's Choice Award, we'll go from third back to first this time. From the People's Choice Award, third place went to the Santa Gertrudis, second to the Speckled Parks, and first to the Angus. So there we go. That's the People's Choice Award. Angus first, Speckled Park second, and Santa third, and we've got Paul Cottrell. I think Paul and the family inaugurated this award, and just do it here. Stephen. Here we go, the Cottrell family. Where's Candace? She got to be in here too somewhere. See you, Ellen. Yeah.
Candace is saying she's not here.
Of course she is. Come on, come here. Righto, Candace is not coming out. She said she's not here. I can see her out there. She is here, I know that, but anyway. Here's forward, Paul, please.